My friends, close friends, guy I pretend to be friends with because he has a 360, friend who, when he found out that I would be giving the speech, said, congrats on the commencement, buddy. But, I mean, you're the speaker for fall. Big deal. You're not Lady Gaga here, you're Kesha. I'd also like to greet the people watching on YouTube. Relatives watching on YouTube, older relatives watching on YouTube. And let me say this to that last group, I'm not actually in the room with you right now. If you talk, I cannot hear you. As graduates, we have accomplished so much, yet we are left wondering, what do we do now? My friends, I have thought long and hard about life in college, and I have come to a conclusion. The next step is to panic hysterically. It's time to feel fear without any reserve or hindrance. Panic to the point of being pulled by our parents, alliteration, off the campus as we cling with our fingernails to the closest dining hall. I see some world-class ability to panic in this room. I'm looking at you, philosophy majors. Yes, the fear in this room is palpable. But hey, fear is good. Often, fear is just your body's way of telling you to face the challenge ahead. The mountain only seems impossible to climb from its base. It's time to face the real world. Now, I will be the first to admit, I'm not too versed on what this mysterious real world is. But I've been watching a TV documentary on it called The Real World. And if it's anything like what we'll be facing, then I am terrified. Now, I know a lot of you out there pretty much live and breathe on the internet and its virtual world of inside jokes, so this next piece of advice is just for you. Gentlemen, this is no time to hide your kids or your wives. I know college feels good, man, but it's time to let go. I'm aware that many of you will turn to the campus and promise to never give it up, or let it down, or run around and hurt it. But it's time to move on, because if you don't, believe me, consequences will never be the same. For those of you that don't know what I just said, congratulations, you have a life. Fear is a fantastic motivator. But more than that, fear can be the catalyst for forming bonds. There have been occasions in my college career as a creative writing major where an assignment was too difficult or I was overloaded, and I had to seek help from some of my teachers. Teachers I would not have gone to otherwise. I have been honored and humbled by the best of teachers, all who not only showed me how to pursue my passions, but who still, even as I leave Binghamton, continue to support me and offer me their friendship. To you teachers who helped me find my path, I need to take this moment and say thank you. It is easy to fear the future, but fear isn't the enemy here. Fear is the Polypanino to your Rocky. It's there to show you that you will survive. And yeah, you may get roughed up a bit, but that's all part of the big journey. Keep your eyes on the prize, punch some cow in a meat locker, run up the stairs of a museum, defeat Apollo Creed in a boxing match, and most importantly, when you write a metaphor, drive the point home. The great thing about fear is that it demands an immediate reaction. And in that moment, you learn what you're capable of. If you combine your fear with your knowledge, there is nothing you can't accomplish. When fear is in play, your heart's beating, your senses are heightened, and you are ready to move. You might not always make the best decisions when you're scared, but at least you're making them. I'd take fear over apathy any day. And that's what this is all about, this time in your life. When you have nothing but limitless options ahead of you, the weight of that can be overwhelming. Don't get lazy. Pursue. Search. Find. People tell us that college is the best 4 years of our life. I'm going to choose to not believe that. College was where we learned how to fight to achieve goals. College was where we were built up as real people. College was the part of life where we were made. Now comes the part where we find what we're made of. Thank you.